Hey there, dipshits, it's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle.
We're
OlderNDumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of Older and Dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black.
Now my stand. Fade to black.
Failing all the time. My best bits are wasted
Why are they wasted?
because you're never recording.
Well, because you're always starting to say something out of pocket, and I don't know if you're being serious or joking, so I'm careful to hit start recording sometimes. Because sometimes we'll start, and you're just like hard R in it, and hard C in it, and hard W in it, and hard F in it.
No.
We should do a game where you say hard letter and see if someone can guess what word you're thinking.
Or they have to come up with a word for the letter.
Oh, right. And because we can be like hard R or soft
Hard
R.
P.
Hard P. Penis. I would say that's
the sign. That's the right word. That would be like.
Oh, you want me to say the wrong word?
Yeah, you got to say the slur. The P slur.
I see. A P slur. That isn't penis. I didn't know penis was a slur.
It's not. That's
so then I win.
The point. No,
I got
you
it.
have to say. The person says the hard whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have to say the slur.
The slur.
Yeah, that goes with that hard letter.
I thought it had to be a wrong answer. Is it a wrong answer or right answer?
No, it's not about wrong or right. It's about
Just coming up with something?
yeah.
Oh. So did I win by saying penis?
No, you said the anatomically correct word.
Oh. All right. So then it's not penis. Then that means it's
Pecker.
pecker. I was not expecting pecker. That's not at all what I thought.
Peckerwood.
Peckerwood. I don't know.
Table's a disaster. Carter's not allowed to set and take down his own shit anymore.
We just got to do it for him.
He's a fucking
Isn't that what we already do?
infant. You might notice that said infant isn't in the studio today.
Said infant.
He had tummy ache. His belly hurt. He had got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we come up for DnD till 11:10.
Oh my god. Oh. Anyway. What is this? What are we doing? A show. Welcome.
I don't know, man.
You don't know what we do anymore?
After last week,
Last week's was maybe my favorite episode. Very possibly.
you know, top 10,
Top 10.
maybe even top 5
Ooh.
of best all-time episodes.
We should
Just listening to the edit today, I was like, yeah, that's a gold mine. maybe if more than 5 people hear it,
Maybe
it'll be the best ever.
It'll be the best ever.
I don't know. I kind of feel like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Put that cookie down now!
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast this week about 2 dumb friends trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
Earth. I didn't know if I should say it or not.
Just run out there and be like, hey, everybody run in here and say Earth.
Everyone at the same time.
Yeah.
Do it like a oh my gosh, what's that old song? That's like it's where it's
Relax.
No.
Sit back if you want to come.
Relax. Don't do it if you want to come. Anyway, it's when you want to come. Anyway, no, that song that like is it's a something truffle. No, Harlem Shake. That's what it is. We do like the Harlem Shake. It's like
The only thing
no,
I do is
podcast.
the Humpty.
And then when we say Earth, everyone appears in the room as a quick cut and goes Earth,
Oh,
and then we just dance to Harlem Shake.
it's your chance to do the hump.
Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. That used to be our jam. That was our
it's
song.
Still the jam,
It
dude.
is. I hate that it's like an 8-minute
Oh, it's
song.
very long. Like
It's
after you
so-
get past, getting funky in a Burger King bathroom,
It's just
you kind of
like,
you can kind of like let it go.
just skip.
Just lower the volume and
Yeah.
switch
Just wait
into
for the
next
chorus,
song.
and then you can be like, "Do the Humpty Hump," and then you just turn it back down. That song is wild. That's our song. It's a good song. I don't even know, Joey. We got some stuff to talk about. This
You got weak stuff.
We do. We got weak
D&D.
stuff. We got D&D and then our topic for today, which we won't say yet because it's secret.
And safe.
This will be a great O&D light. It'll be another O&D light like we did for our first one.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
best,
clue.
The best O&D light.
That's a clue.
The best O&D lights only have Hunter and I on them because they're not drugged down by the other
What
one.
is this? Point at me. There's
No,
someone
I'm pointing
here.
at the empty
The
table.
empty table. The empty
May
table.
Photoshop in the empty table.
Just an empty table.
Just put it up on the screen.
Just put a table on the screen. Joey, what's up, dude? How's your week been?
It's been all right.
What'd you do? Anything fun?
Retail.
Retail. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
retail. I was like, what's that? And
It's
then I was
Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling.
like, ring-a-ling-ling, ring-a-ling-ling.
Dipshits sing.
Are we gonna do
Give
our
me
Christmas
an
album?
Xbox in the city.
A Patreon gift for my friend.
Speaking of that, there might still be a chance for you to join the Patreon and get a Christmas gift.
By the time this comes out, there is Christmas gifts for Patreon members this year. So, if you're a Patreon member, you will be getting sent something very special. But you have to become a Patreon member in the months of December or January of the years 2024 and 2025. Depending on when you're watching this. 2030, someone's watching this and they're like, oh, I could get a free gift. Anyway. Yeah, so like Joey said.
But
Special
yeah,
gifts.
I've been working on, projects for the D&D podcast mostly.
Yeah, you've been going pretty hard, brother. You're trying to ask people about their favorite scenes.
Yeah, and we got a little playback on that. I'm kind of sad that the dipshits aren't more active on the Discord.
Get more active, dipshits.
They used to be in there all the time with their questions and
Kind
their
of
their
in there.
little goofy goober times and their link sharing and
Goofy goober times.
I just
You guys
feel
are
like-
making
feel
Joey
like
sad.
we're losing you. I don't know how we can win you back, so I'm gonna give you a Christmas present if you're a patron. If you're not though, and you're just on the Discord, I don't know what to tell you.
You guys are making Joey sad.
But I started working on that too. That was my other big thing for the week.
Yeah. You guys should give Joey the Christmas present of being active in our community.
Yeah,
That's the gift that
liking
keeps
and
on
commenting
giving.
and sharing and
Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on
being
giving.
there.
Yeah.
Like Charles,
Charles, that man's in charge.
Alpha Knight,
Alpha Knight. Crippler even still.
Crippler.
Yeah, Crippler.
Don't get me
So-
wrong, I love your money. And if you're a financial supporter, I appreciate it. But, I miss the community's support. It makes my heart sad. Makes my eyes rain.
Makes Oh, you're not wrong. Gift of community. What a wonderful gift it is. And then we break into song.
It's the gifting season.
It is the gifting season. It is. I've heard that. I actually saw an ad on my Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, it's this person I like or whatever, blah blah. And it starts doing their bit, and I'm like, oh, and then it goes, it's time for gifting, and it's a Christmas thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, this will be fun. Opens it up, and it's like, you can gift Patreon memberships, and I was like, what?
Where was that a month ago?
Yeah, right. But it's not the gifting you're thinking.
No.
So there's the gifting that we've been waiting for, which is where we give out free memberships. And then there's gifting where someone goes to a page, buys a membership for someone, and sends it to them. Which I don't think you can do for your own, but I guess we could log in as something else and send it?
Maybe really game the system.
Yeah, let's look.
I was trying to game YouTube the other day, but it was like, you have to have a Google account. And then it just took me back to my Google account. And I was like, let me make an AOL email.
Why are you trying to make an AOL email?
So I get on there and get interaction on the videos.
Oh, you wanted to go like all of our videos.
Because I was watching it at GameStop because our GSTV has been broken for like 2 months.
Yeah.
But there's a workaround so that we can use like the testing TV
Yeah.
to watch YouTube.
Oh.
So I just had it up there and I was like, well, if I'm on here, I should have an account so that I can.
So you can like and watch and
But then it wouldn't let me.
Were you just playing like podcast episodes or D&D episodes?
D&D.
You were playing the D&D episodes. Nice. That's a good idea. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It keeps letting you do it. Might as well. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you've been going hard. You've been going sicko mode in the art. I did see a suggestion for, because there's the scenes that people were suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that caught me the most was Kaith learning about the daggers. Be kind of cool. I don't know if it'd be simple or not, but I think it'd be cool.
I like scenes that have like a real emotional punch.
munch. Yeah, munch. I just
An
said
emotional
munch.
munch.
Emotional munch.
That's what Alara would be wanting to do when she's creeping on Moss.
Damn. But after last night's episode,
Wait, can't do it yet.
Oh.
I know what you're trying to do, and we can't do it yet.
stupid. Oh no, I didn't want to segue yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a scene, I think. After last night's episode, yeah, it's a scene. Yes,
okay.
yeah. After last night's episode, I think one of two things could be a good scene, and that's Kaith in the warehouse looking at Mithras's memory wall, or him opening up the floorboard. You don't even have to see Kaith. You can just see Kaith's hands opening the floorboard, but seeing the letter with the flower and the trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope. One of those two would be pretty cool. But that's my opinion. Again, that's, all of us are going to have different opinions on what scenes we like the most. So you're going to pick one, but I think it'd be cool. Plus it'd be one that you wouldn't have to do any characters for. It's just his hand pulling back wood. Do you see the stuff? But anyway, yeah. Good job, Joe. You've been doing great work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you get any rolls this week?
Thank you. 'Tis the season.
You didn't get any seasonal rolls for like Evan Williams' Drunken Eggnog?
Oh, man. I didn't know that. Why didn't you send me that audition?
Why didn't you go find it?
Well,
I'm not your agent.
I can't be everywhere at once. Everywhere all the time, everything at once.
Mm-hmm. My favorite international film of last year.
Yeah, was it last year?
No, it was like 3 years ago now.
22? Tell us, guys.
COVID. When did everything everywhere all the
at
time,
once.
all at once happen?
That, whatever that is. May will know. She'll put it in the notes or on the screen. Well, how's my week been? Good. I think my week's actually been pretty good.
I don't know. You've been angry on Discord a lot.
I don't know about angry. I was angry today. I was angry earlier.
You were angry
today.
yesterday.
Was I angry yesterday?
Yeah,
though?
because you were like, I've been in a meeting for 7 hours.
Oh, I was
I'll
not
fucking kill you.
upset.
I'll fucking kill May. I'll fucking kill Carter. I'll fucking kill David. I'll kill you all.
No, I did not say that. But I was in a meeting for a very long time yesterday. Because it was a meeting with the client and then a meeting between me and the team. And we just kept talking about like the project and what we were gonna do and how we need to execute it and blah 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 and pricing and what we should be charging, like all these different things. We were just in it all day. But we started getting so deep into like business analysis and digging into like a lot of articles and forums for things and trying to basically turn the question as an example, turn the question of my shoe is untied. It needs to be tied, but it needs to stay tied all day long. Turning that question into a longer, deeper analysis question. Something that's like, so that's that my shoe, I need to tie my shoe so it stays together all day. And then turning that into my shoe must be tied in order to incorporate and encompass the ability to walk all day without it being untied and potentially tripping me and causing detrimental effect to my daily life.
Guys, I'm going to need everybody watching this to give me a PowerPoint on tying your shoe.
What the importance of keeping your shoe tied is. So it's like that. So we were doing that like all day. Someone comes to you with a problem, and there's the top layer of the problem, which is like,
My shoe won't stay tied.
yeah, essentially we'll say something like that. My shoe won't stay tied.
shoe
and I
won't
can't-
stay tied.
and I can't keep it tied. So we look at that and we say, "Oh, your shoe just won't stay tied." And it's like you're like, "Oh, it just won't stay tied. I can't do it." Okay, well, let's dig deeper. Why won't the shoe be tied? Or are you lacing left to right? Are you lacing through, whatever it is?
What are the dangers of the shoe?
Right. Or is it the wrong shoe? Is it the wrong laces?
It's going to fall off.
Yeah, so
Are
it's
you gonna
digging
step
deeper.
on your shoelace.
Right. So there's all these different things. Are you walking wrong? Are you know what I mean? Like,
Victim blame them.
it's about the process. That's funny. Oh my god. But no. So yeah, that's what we did all day yesterday. So after that, I just was so deep in it. I was like, I need to decompress, and I hadn't eaten all day. So when I got in Discord, I was like, guys, I told them I've been in this meeting all day, and I wasn't like mad or pissed. But May's like, "Are you grumpy? Are you grumpy? Are you grumpy, Gills?" And I'm like, yeah, I am a little bit. I really need to decompress. Let me get some pizza. Then I made pizza. I ate the pizza, and I was happy. So, I mean, that was pretty much. I don't want to say that's my whole week, but that was like my big thing.
That was
this
the
week.
big thing.
I think. Well, I mean, other than playing D&D and stuff, but that's a whole nother thing.
That's a
for
whole
us.
nother topic.
Yeah, it's a whole nother topic for us. But yeah, I'd say that was probably my bigger thing for the week. And we're traveling. Me and Michaela are traveling this week.
Yeah.
Heading to Virginia to go see her family.
He won't tell me where in Virginia. I've asked
don't-
him like 5 times.
Well, I'm not gonna say it over the podcast now.
Dox it. Dox their family.
Address is longitude, blah, 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 blah. Longitude and longitude. That's what I call it. Anyway, speaking of longitude and longitude, that Mithros guy had a lot of dots on his map.
Nobody knows what that means.
If you watched our D&D show last night, which is episode 11, which actually would probably be out by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
I just realized these line up with the episodes that come out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we can talk about stuff that happened and it'll have context.
Yeah. Huh. Just now realizing that. I hope you guys realized that.
If you didn't, you do now.
But D&D, O-N-D, O-N-D, D&D.
Dun, 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 dun.
Seraphine's. Anyway, so D&D last
May's
night.
got that shit down.
She does. It's funny that she doesn't like her because that's like one of my favorite characters. I definitely really like playing Seraphine. That's not D&D. Let's get on to D&D, Joey. So first thing is
Let's see if he leads the D&D segment this week or if he just leaves me to flounder.
leaves you to flounder. Where's Eric? Anyway, he got me fucking. Oh, so let's just start. This is the D&D topic. We are going to talk about last night's session, Joey. Let's start with your first impressions on the episode itself. How did you feel it went last night? What things happened that moved you? What interesting things happened last night to you?
Well, we did the typical thing we do when we're like given the sandbox, and that was waste time. We're never gonna get through the Tempest Fair.
You guys did just go to bed, so it's fine. But it's so funny. We got back to Tempest. It's like, all right, guys, tomorrow's the fair, and it's like
It was 2 sessions ago.
we did a whole session last week that was all the way up to like 6-7 o'clock, and then it was like,
Well,
okay,
it was like 4. It was midday.
oh, yeah, it was like, because it was about to. Someone's
we
just
ate,
about
we
to set.
took an hour short rest.
Yeah,
and then we
yeah.
went and did the Mithras.
So 4 or 5 o'clock, And it was like, okay, next session, we're definitely getting into like we'll at least start day 1, you know. And somehow we didn't. I like we went from 4 o'clock and then barely in game made it to 8 o'clock. Or like 9 o'clock or whatever. And I was like, how the hell? So but next session, for sure. It starts with being Tempest Fair day 1. For sure. Because we just went to bed. Unless we have to do some sort of dream sequence, and then it's like, oh.
Well, no, we already did the dream.
You did. I did. You guys
There
did
was
have
the
little
creepy
dreams.
dream at the end.
There was
that
the
only
creepy
2
dream.
of us got. The other people were just like, there's a buoy and a lady.
Each of you. So the 2 that saved got a dream, and the 2 that failed got a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 different things.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
2 of us got a spooky dream, and 2 of us saw a buoy and a lady.
A buoy. It's a pylon.
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 Here.
A pylon on the dock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every word that could be wrong, you just said. Oh, that's awesome. So
the pier is the whole structure.
The harbor is the whole structure. I
The
think.
harbor is just the water part.
It's part of the water and the dock. We have some guests. Hi.
Hello.
So yeah, the heart. I don't know, Joey. I think tell us in the chat. Tell us in the comments. Is the pier the structure, or is the harbor the structure, or is the harbor the place and the pier is the structure of the docks in the harbor? Let's get to the root analysis of this. Why the pier? Anyway,
I'm just doing some typical D&D stuff here.
typical D&D business analysis.
We could talk about the topic, or we could talk about what a harbor is.
You're right. So
Or
okay,
we could
go
rob
back to the
nice old man.
Go
that
back. Yes,
He's our client now and offered us tea and
he
hospitality.
did. Followed the hospitality rules.
Keith does not know the hospitality rules, and
No.
he should, as a ye olde elf
Ye
from
olde
the
elf.
Empire.
So you've got to remember, he came from a military family,
Sure.
and
They had
almost.
to meet with dignitaries, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Now that was probably over 200 years ago.
Elves are more pretentious than humans.
You're not wrong. I don't know why I'm fighting you on this. You're right. And so let's go back to the original question. The interesting thing that what was an interesting thing that happened during last night's session for you?
We met an old man who's a hoarder.
I don't know about hoarder. It was a pretty clean garage.
Well, he had many things and none of it matched.
How did none of it match?
You literally used the words describing his home that none of it matched.
No, I didn't say none of it matched. I said
None of the furniture matched.
Oh,
None of
his
T7
house.
Yes.
I said garage. His
I
house.
wasn't at the shed.
Sorry,
the
you're right.
Storage unit.
You're right.
Not a
sorry.
warehouse, a
His
storage
house
unit.
is 100% a collection of things. Yeah, he's got mismatched couches. He's got like a table with some chairs. Maybe they used to match at one point. Maybe time has created not good fabric. There was a very nice armchair though.
Yeah.
So that might have been.
No, I sat in it.
You did. It's very comfy. Yeah. So I guess you kind of gave your thoughts on the old man, and that is that you believe he's a very nice.
He seems like a nice old man. Everyone in town seems to know and love him and respect him.
Yeah, that is right.
Uh,
Yeah, you actually went and talked to Alara.
mhm.
How did that? So Joey, tell me how Joey felt about the conversation and the interaction, and then tell me what Ra was feeling, because
Ra
there
left.
was. Oh yeah, she went. "Phoom!"
She had
No, you-
other things to do.
Oh, you weren't there when they grabbed the package for Eldon.
Yeah, I
Oh, right, 'cause
got
you got
my
your stuff first.
and then I was like, the sun is going down.
And then
I
you
need
left.
I need to be back at the Sailor's Rest. And I
Okay, so
left.
Ra didn't have any opinion, but Joey, because I don't have the person who was here. What was Joey's opinion
let me
on?
do it like Carter would.
Don't.
So ask me.
Oh no. Carter, tell me, how did you feel about the interaction at Mystic Haven after you had picked up Eldon's things? What the sort of conversation you had there and the interaction up until leaving? What was your opinions? What was your thoughts?
It's fun.
But then Joey would comment on something you say.
Yeah, he would say.
Something about-
Yeah, it would seem good.
You fuck. That's not what I meant. So Joey.
No, there's some mystery tied to his disappeared family, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not. They can't just be dead. Actually, I think vampires killed them.
I mean, all of these are possible theory. I like hearing theories. So, also for anyone listening, or for anyone listening, anyone watching, listening, watch the same fucking thing.
Maybe they died to mummies.
Give me your theories on where you believe Mithras's family went.
There was a great mummy surge in campaign 1. That's what it's known as, the mummy surge.
It's not called the Mummy Surge, but it is known. It's the big reason Lorar was created is because of the mummy incident, which was created in campaign 1.
But see, it couldn't have been. How long has Tapas been? Is Tapas a new Lorar city? No, it's been a couple hundred years.
No, Tapas has always been a city, but it joined Lorar 30 years ago.
Because Alara said that his son used to pick packages up for him. So clearly his son was alive in this town at some point.
That's right.
But his son would probably be 30 or so now, so I don't know. We don't have any information, so how can I comment accurately?
You're
on
right. You're
this?
right. You would need to know. You would need to, because out of all the questions that was asked of Mithras, not a single one was, "How long have you been here?" But you're right.
All Kaith cared about was finding ancient ruins on his map.
Yep, on the islands and on his map.
He was like, "I'm really interested in your journey. Can you show me these maps?" Fucking greedy fuck.
That was funny. That was, I mean, of all the things, of all the things his character was doing, for him not to pick up the letter and read it, I was like, you inched to the line. You were on the line, maybe even crossed it, but picking up that letter underneath the floorboard, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Fucking robbing this old man who just is like, "Oh, you guys seem pretty cool. Do you want to hear my stories?" It's like going to an old folks home, talking to some grandpa in there who's like, "Yeah, I fought in the war, and I'm just really happy somebody's interested and wants to hear about it. It's cool. You guys are the ones I hired to clean up my storage shed, right? Yeah, give us the key.
Oh my gosh.
We can steal it all and sell it."
Some people, they're built different. There was a couple of other sort of little not maybe foreshadow. I had a little bit of foreshadow, a little bit of Easter egg, a little bit of trail in last night's episode of things. I don't know if everybody noticed them.
No one probably noticed them.
Probably not.
Who do you think noticed them?
Nobody. I don't know if anybody did. But I mean, now that I'm talking about it, I'm sure people are thinking about it. But there was some stuff about last night's episode in the conversations between some of the NPCs that I slipped in there that I don't think anybody noticed. That may,
Who
that
we
it sort of
to?
talk to Alara, you talk to Mithras. Those are literally the only two NPCs you talk to all night. No,
talk to
Marin. Talk to Marin. That was a good one. That was a good interaction.
I feel like it's underappreciated. You're so worried
underappreciated.
You're so worried about your self-insert.
Oh my self-insert. I am Mithras. We're getting to there. It's a whole. I asked what your most interesting thing was, and you decided to bring up Mithras, not your special gift that you gave to Moss. Which let's talk about that.
Sure.
You gave a gift to Moss.
I did.
What was it and why?
I gave Moss some nice clothes for the Tempest Fair.
Very nice of you. That you got made by
my seamstress, Cleo Genevieve.
Cleo Genevieve and Pierre Gustave.
Dab.
That was so funny. I loved that. It came out so perfect because it was like he dabbed. He's dabbing away all the sweat and he runs away. And then the next person who spilt their thing, dab. Oh, it was great. And then Marin, dab.
Yeah, my little gag with the wish ribbon, the Tempest Fair wish ribbon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marin very much at first is like, oh no, you're supposed to.
You're ruining it.
Sure, it's
You stupid monster.
Wow, Marin is not that mean. He wasn't sure what you were doing. He's like, did you not understand what I said? And then you did it, and he was like, oh, it's good stuff. You know, I saw, May read it and then goes, but didn't cry because she doesn't cry. You know,
Yeah,
she
that's what
doesn't
she
even
said.
she doesn't even
She's
have tear ducts. I heard.
I don't open. I get rah hug. I cry.
I'm not crying. You're crying. What was the? Obviously, the significance is, Rara feels like she has a true friend now, a real friend.
One real friend.
But do you feel that you've rushed into this relationship?
No, I feel like it's grown very organically.
Okay. All right.
More so, and that's why even though she says friend when she's talking about Keith and Fizzy, she doesn't feel the same way. Like Fizzy more so. Like Keith would be if had the companionship like levels. And this is a video
the
game.
bar of companionship.
So
Moss
is
like
almost at the end.
Yeah.
And Fizzy's like halfway. And Keith's like 25%.
Not minus 25%.
No, we had our little moment
you did.
in the forest. You're right. So we've sort of started to come to terms with each other.
That makes sense. Yeah. So
she sees Keith more like a dad and Fizzy more like an uncle, I think.
The fun uncle.
Yeah, Fizzy's like the fun uncle and Keith's like her dad that scolds her all the time. Bad dad, because her real dad would never.
Your real dad couldn't ever.
He was there a little bit.
Right, but like now,
no,
being a vegetable and all. What significance does this really hold for Rara and her character? Like, what significance do you feel I mean, you've said it out loud now. Rara has thought it for a while, but you've said it out loud. You've put it into the universe. Moss knows. You did the whole thing. Like, what do you feel like this means for Rara going forward, character-wise? Do you feel it changes her in some way, or?
Yeah, I feel
what do
like
you think?
She trusts people more now. Tapas is a very different world than what she's been used to. So,
which is why I really wanted to start in Lorar. It's a very and especially in the
so that
the
when
port
we
cities.
get later in the campaign, guys, the racism.
Yes,
really...
it gets going. Yeah. No, it's just that Tapas is it's a port city, and not only is it a port city, but it's a part of Lorar, and Lorar is probably the most region with independent freedom. It is the most independently free region within Coralthia, because it's entirely ruled by like the working class. Like it's like
I'd say probably deep down in Sorvare where no one wants to go. The frontier. That's probably pretty Wild West free down that way. Too.
Yes, that's a different thing. But sorry, you are right. I mean more of because Sorvare as a whole, not a very free region whatsoever. But Lorar,
the cities,
Lorar itself, the whole region is very free and it's very welcoming and it's very put in your work, get what deserve.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. There's no predisposition. There's no sorry. There is, because it's going to be everywhere, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's not the raging racism everywhere and the raging, judging, like it's just not there. It's more free and more like anyone can be there.
Are you ready for adventure like never before? Join us in Coralthia every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, live on Twitch. Watch our brave heroes take on impossible quests, face off against terrifying monsters, and uncover secrets that could change the world. But hey, miss an episode? No problem. Catch the replay on YouTube every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern and stay in the game. So grab your dice, tell your party, and come join the adventure in Coralthia. This is one epic journey you won't want to miss.
And you guys are going to venture into the other parts of the world, and I'm excited for us to journey. So the biggest thing I'm excited for is for us to journey through the world that we started with, years ago, and to see how the groups from campaign 1 have changed Coralthia 30 years later. I'm excited to experience it with you guys from your point of view as a player. Like, obviously there's me who can be like, all right, this is this, and it's like, it just lives in my mind rent free. But like, there's the actual interacting with it that I'm really excited for. And, but I really wanted to start in a place where you as characters would first blossom as yourselves. Now, you're not going to be fully there. It's just not going to happen because you all have baggage, but you'll be able to create the cohesive group. And that's important, I think, for you all to gain trust and to gain the ability. You're gaining the ability to realize that you are not a lost cause. And I really wanted that. So that when you guys venture into a world that's very harsh, you're strong enough to handle it. That's what I wanted. So, we'll see how strong you actually are when you
If
leave.
you're still laughing with 5 or 6 holes in your face.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we can either get right into topic unless there's any more D&D we want to talk about. There's some middle fingers that just came in at us.
Oh my God.
Came at us like missiles.
The
like,
studio's crazy.
Like
today.
magic missiles that came at us.
Pontypool in here.
Yeah. But they're not talking. You have to.
They're not talking.
They're
They're not talking.
They're not talking.
That's that
Uh-oh.
movie. That's that whole movie.
I wasn't there from the beginning, but anyway.
Yeah, it's just they get their brains rewritten.
What other D&D do you want to bring up? Before we jump into our topic?
Marin and Rara did a little.
Oh yes, there was a little
melon
Marin
slurping.
and Rara. Little melon slurping. Yeah, you guys shared a melon. I think Marin very much felt.
I can't wait for him to be like, I'm not really into monster girls.
That's funny. He would never call you a monster. That's messed up. No, I really liked that scene because you have nonstop from the beginning. Rara, oh Marin, and I'm Rara Chiro, and I do all of these, and I'm the best actor, and look at all my friends, and look at all of this and that, and you shared with him someone who's not even a part of your party. You shared this ribbon dream with Marin. You shared it with him. And it's like, not to be like, because you guys are different. You are not just patrons to him. Because you helped him in the beginning of your guys' journey, and that's why you guys get to stay at the Sailor's Rest. Like, you were important to him, and he felt like you guys like he wanted to be a part of your guys' journey. So, he did this for you. And still in the end, it's like, it also means you come down and buy some things and blah, blah, blah. But when you showed him that, he sort of is like, what? It is like there's a deeper thing to you, Rara. You're not just this face of confidence. There's something, deep that you're beginning to get out, and Marin sees that. He saw it. What that means going forward for that, we don't know. But Marin will always be there to help you guys. He always will be. He always said he will, and he will be. And now you have this new person who is really excited to talk to you guys and wants to hear his stories, but also wants to hear your stories. Like they even were like, Rara's doing a performance tomorrow, and he's like, oh, I mean, I guess I could leave the house and check out your performance. I think it could be fun, and that's exciting too.
Yeah.
It's very it's so many very nice supportive moments lately. All very very heartfelt, and it's
Very
not like
wholesome.
anything would ruin these wholesome moments whatsoever during this arc of the Tempest Fair. Anyway,
So
any
I actually have a question.
he's got a question. I'm ready.
Just some stuff I've been trying to seed in character wise, and I wonder if it's taking and you're noticing.
Okay.
I'm very much trying to play Rah like she's a cartoon character. So she has a lot of big over the top, like last night when Keith telepathed her, and she just was fumbling all over and like knocking into people and knocking stuff over. The head thing when I was describing like walking past the shelves in Mithras is a pretty classic cartoon.
Yeah.
I've been trying to seed stuff in like that as I've been playing. Also, like, just sort of invading personal space. She's very much like sort of a Bugs Bunny. Where when she's
because
just
he's an animal?
yeah, exactly. When she's in social situations, she's like very in people's spaces. She does a lot of things where I'm just like, yeah, and then this happens. It's where it's very like, very sort of a Warner Brothers kind of reaction to something where it's like, if I have to roll for it, I have to roll for it. But it's more just like flavoring her actions to be sort of a little bit more of a cartoon character.
I didn't notice that you were trying to make it cartoony. But I mean, obviously, I've noticed that, you know, the over top, the reactions, the thing with the glass was pretty funny last night. But I've been taking it as the whole point of your character, which is being the child actor and not having social, like, awareness. Maybe not social awareness, but not like, without giving your stuff about your character away. But we'll just call it social awareness for right now. You know. That's why you're like that. You know, that's what I've been chalking up to. But I didn't realize that you're trying to make it more cartoonish like WB, which I kind of love for our storytelling. And maybe I'll even try to put a little more cartoony in there. I have been trying
especially stuff with like when she's like interacting with Sable.
Yeah.
There's no reason she should be able to. Like it's Moss's thing, but she'll still have like full on interactions.
Well, yeah,
with Sable
and making Sable come to life is a thing I keep trying to do. You know, make him a part of the story more, because I don't want him to just, you know, disappear in the background. Because now I have two little companions I gotta worry about in your group that I have to keep alive now. But anyway, and one of them can't even talk, which actually might be better. I don't know. No, they both can't talk. Oh my gosh.
Well, Sable can at least emote.
Sable can emote. You are correct. Sable can emote. That's what she's basically talking. No, yeah, I really like that. And maybe I have for this campaign
like, I
so
think
far.
Now that I've told you, if you went back and watched, you'd be like, oh, yeah. I see it.
Yeah. I for this campaign have been trying to use I don't know if motifs is the word I'm looking for. Like, what are they called? What's it called when
I think it's going to be a very interesting juxtaposition, because I'm also very much like I pick my spot as the comic relief in the party. Like other people have their moments, but definitely like I feel like I'm just putting out, you know, the most sort of zingers every session.
Sure.
So I sort of feel like Rara's established herself as the comic relief character, which means when like her companion stuff starts, her loyalty stuff starts, it's gonna hit really hard.
Well, hopefully.
But, you know,
Guardians,
sort of
movie 3.
There was it is like that, you know, and then there was the Zach Galifianakis show where he was like a clown and dealing with depression, and a lot of times like comedians, Robin Williams and Chris Farley and just guys that we think, Jim Carrey, super funny, have grown up with them, make us laugh in their movies, and they're some of the most depressed people you'll ever meet in real life.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I mean that's a big thing with comedians a lot of times, you know, as they
So this whole persona is like an armor she's putting up,
Right.
essentially.
But it doesn't feel like it to
Right.
people. You know, there it seems inviting. It seems yeah. I can't remember what word I was just trying to use. I've been trying to use recognizable moments or what the frick homages.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to do a lot of, again, like you said, like Mithras's house. It's very, cartoony, old person's house. It's very like reminiscent of like I've been trying to use a lot of story elements that are reminiscent of other things without completely copying.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I've been hitting. So
Let us know in the comments, guys.
Let us know in the
if
comments.
you're watching the live play.
If you're being hit.
If you haven't watched the live play, watch the live play and then let us know in the comments.
Right,
Come
right.
back and let us know.
To this episode specifically. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about our topic. And guys, our topic today is
A new Star Wars show.
Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which features Jude Law.
Judd Law.
Judla.
That's his Jedi name.
It's
Judd Law.
no, it's oh my god, I have to what did they I don't know. I'll look it up. Put it on the screen, man.
Judd Law
Skeleton Crew.
femur.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
I don't
Femur's
know
a
if we
thing
should
and it's in a skeleton.
I don't know if we
Spoilers.
What? To their skeleton?
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. Ooh.
You already knew the Jude Law thing. It's in the trailer.
Yeah, so
Don't fucking come at us
Yeah,
for that.
come on.
Unless you
Idiot.
want to come at us and dislike the video and comment that we spoiled it because it's all the same to the algorithm.
Yep. So Skeleton Crew. I don't know how we should start this. I don't know if I should go in with
Tell us all your optimistic thoughts on her.
I just don't want to be brought down by your cynical stuff, but I also am hoping that you have some good things to say about it. So I'm going to start.
Yeah, go.
I hate you so much.
If you want to go back and forth, that way you don't dump all your positivity at once.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this as like a round thing. We'll keep it brief. Keep it brief. Keep it brief. Skeleton Crew. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It's a very Goonies-esque show to begin. It's a little it's a kid adventure through the galaxy. We've only got 2 episodes so far. New episodes come out Tuesday. And it's very Goonies vibe. Kind of I wouldn't say Stranger Things yet because there's no like mystery, something's killing us. But it's Goonies, and I'm getting a little Treasure Planet, which is kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But my first thing, just overall, is that the show with the first 2 episodes, it's so fun. I couldn't stop laughing. And I have 2 favorite characters. Do you think you can guess what my 2 favorite characters are so far?
Robot.
13. You are correct. That's one of them.
13.
Yeah, it's SM13.
SM33. It's Smee.
It's 13.
It's 33.
Because he screams 13.
It's 33 because it's Smee. That's the joke. Mr. Smee.
All right, hold on. Who do you think my other one is?
The dog.
The dog?
The dog man.
Ha! Brutus?
Yeah.
No.
I like the dog man.
You like Brutus? He's pretty dope. He's a pretty.
I like that there's a lot of practical effects.
Yes. Oh,
and that there's finally
that was another good thing I
some
really
aliens
liked.
in Star Wars and not just
Tons,
generic
dude.
Gap models.
There was tons.
Yeah.
It's all episode 2 too. I mean, because they were on the pirate,
Oh yeah, they had
planet.
to.
But oh my gosh, the practical effects has been very fun. I want to just double check. I'm pretty positive it's 13, but I could be wrong, and I could be a piece of crap.
Still no Twi'leks. They put a horny head in instead.
I'm wrong, guys. It's SM33. I'm gonna.
Oh, as if he's supposed to
Joey-
be Mr. Smee.
Joey likes this show more than I do. I'm sorry. It is SM33, and I just said he was one of my favorite
He's
characters.
my favorite character too, and then they killed him.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
We
He's
don't
gonna
know.
get reprogrammed.
He feels
and
like
be
he's
evil.
died. I will say, just from the first episode, it feels like he's died many times. He has like rats living inside of him.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But yeah, SM33, and then you haven't guessed my other one yet. You said the Brutus. That's so funny. Who do you think?
Max Rebo kid.
Neil. It is. It's Neil. It's Neil and SM33.
That raises some real questions about Max Rebo, though, because Neil's parents were like regular-sized adult Blue Elephant people.
Mm-hmm.
So was Max Rebo like a 4-year-old piano prodigy, or was he?
I think he's just a short. He's just a shorter.
Bro sat in the piano.
Was it ever said if Max Rebo had legs?
Originally, that design, it was thought that the things playing the keys were his legs. That's what.
Oh, but it's not. It's not.
Well, it's not.
Well, no, I think we learned that from Boba Fett. Because I don't remember if we see him walking around or not, or if it's you can see that it's a piano. But I don't know if he doesn't have legs or not. That's a good. We should look that up. So I don't know.
Maybe
but
maybe he just doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
Maybe Max Rebo doesn't have legs,
and he's just like a pianist.
But I had some real
right?
concerns when I saw like Neil's
Them being
parents
tall.
and being like,
you couldn't entirely see them, but you could see their figures.
I could see that they were
look-
taller than Neil, and
Oh,
Neil is
yeah.
taller than Max Rebo.
Neil's taller than Max Rebo?
Yeah.
What? Where'd you hear that?
Google a picture of Max Rebo right now. Tell
I
me
definitely think Max
that kid-
Rebo is way bigger than Neil. Max Rebo's like this.
No,
bro.
dude, he's got a big
He's
belly.
He's
in a
short
piano.
and robust. I think Max Rebo is. Anyway, but I love Neil. I think he's a funny little son of a bitch. I think like it's so cute because
I will
he's
say that like Neil and autistic
KB.
robot girl KB Toys are the two best kid characters. I don't like the other two. I don't like Boss Bitch, and I don't like
Win.
touch every my whole character is I
fuck things
I
up.
fuck things up.
I fuck things up. I think it'll change.
Curiosity kills the cat. Nothing else is my character. Somebody wrote that on paper.
No,
Like, there you go. Just
he's
do
got
this kid.
dreams. He wants to be a Jedi.
Oh God.
But no, so again, I will I'll agree with you big time on that. I love Neil. Like, he literally made me laugh the whole time, and so did Smee. And like, in very funny. And I like Neil a lot. I think he's just one of those characters where it's like, look at this funny little shit. Like, but Wim, I don't love, but I don't hate. But I don't love. I'm right in the middle on Wim.
He and the girl are not written well.
I thought Wim came in strong. Episode 1, very beginning, we were sort of getting that. I mean,
Well, that's because
two of
his
them
dad
come out
was
with
also like a one-note character where he's like,
he's a piece of garbage.
I only care about work.
Yeah.
Go to school.
I hate. We joked about that while watching.
He's like
it
the
too.
worst fucking parent I've
Oh,
ever seen.
and then he's like, "Oh no, my kid!" Like, yeah, this is kind of what happens when you don't pay attention to your kid.
Yeah.
Idiot. So maybe he'll get some more, redemption, blah blah. But I think that's essential to like the kid adventure story is because I almost wonder if we're seeing it from his point of view.
But
not
if you
the
think
actual
about
point of
like the Amblin movies, like those were still lock-key kids and their parents weren't around because of work or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you saw them interact with their parents like love them.
view. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
But he also
This guy's just like, you're too old for stories. Go to bed and you better pass your test.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I actually. So now that we're talking about it, I actually would compare Wim's dad to not Argyle. Never-ending Story. The kid in the real
that
world.
guy's dad
His
was a
dad.
piece of shit, too.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of compared it to that, but like on a lesser, because that guy was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Wim's dad isn't a piece of shit, but he's just very occupied with other shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because he
They're
lost
very
his
much the
mom.
same character.
We don't know where the mom is. Something happened to the mom too. So there's something in there.
Just like
right?
the mom in D&D campaign, Coralthea.
So there's something there. But you're right. So, but like I was saying, Wim came in strong. And then the first scene of I can't even remember her name, and that's why it's so bad.
Yeah, like that character is a non-character
she's
for me because
very-
she's one note. She's like, I'm
She's-
boss bitch.
Yeah,
I speak for the group.
Yes.
I'm precocious. You're not
Yeah.
precocious. You're just being rude and awful.
Yeah. So there's that, right? And I think we're supposed to hate her a little bit. And it's a kid. We shouldn't hate people, but but we're not in love with her. We don't like her. It's very you're an a-hole. You're the Josh Brolin of the Goonies. Whatever it is, right? Like we're not happy. We don't love you right now. And that might change, I think she'll go through something that makes her realize something, whatever it is. Maybe Wim's dad and her mom get together. I don't know.
Oh, and then
You know what I mean? Like,
that's gonna ruin it for all the shippers.
you think people are shipping the kids already?
Probably gross.
Oh God,
internet bastards.
We'll finish this up then. So, but yeah, so we've talked about the kids, and we love the practical effects. I think that's so great. How did you feel right at the end of episode 2 where Jude Law's character comes in?
So I have a theory on Jude Law the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Jude Law is also the pirate captain that couldn't lead them to gold.
Yes. So everyone else, while we were watching it, said the same thing.
Yeah.
And of course, because I want to be different, I'm saying it's not. I don't think it is.
I feel like they
but it's very possible.
Yeah, that's
the reason why they covered his face, right? Because you couldn't see it. It seems, but that's the thing too, is it also seems so obvious that it might not be, right? And the reason why I think I
he's
say
got
that,
a little training, but then he left to be a pirate or something.
yeah, like that. That seems, that's a good theory. He was so confident though. But then when he's in the prison cell, he's not that confident. I've been beaten down.
He's playing an act now. He's John Silvering to Treasure Planet. He's like, all right, kids, I hear you have a starship and you know where this weird place is.
Yeah, and that's what the Treasure Planet vibes, right? That's that's so, but I think I had a different theory at first, but I think I like the theory that he was a Jedi. Oh, you know what? Maybe he was a youngling during the attack and never got fully trained, kind of like Kanan. But instead of going down the path of helping people, he decided to become a pirate. And people gave him to the captain position because he had abilities. And then, they failed him one too many times.
I'd like it if he wasn't a Jedi at all and he just had some trick.
And it's fake.
Yeah, he just faked the whole thing. He had like a magnet or something and he was like...
From Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be crazy. We've seen it happen before. Yeah. So it's not impossible.
And they're kids. How hard is it to fool a kid?
Fool kids.
This kid's like got Jedi fever.
Oh, yeah. He's...
So this guy could have pulled the fucking electromagnet out and held it to the key and just... Yeah. Oh, look, I'm a Jedi. This is my Jedi medallion of grabbing keys.
The fact that he kept being like, this is a Jedi temple, this is a Jedi temple. And I'm like, this is obviously a ship. You're an idiot. You even when he got to the cockpit and was like, yeah, this is still a temple. Idiot. What? But, and there's something that Michaela brought up, and that is that their dialogue so far has still been kids being kids, not kids talking like adults.
Yeah.
Like, even though the girl who's like, I'm in charge, it's still how kids would talk, not like, because that's a big thing that happens nowadays, is you've got kid movies where the kids talk like adults, not kids talking like kids.
I don't think it's written on the same level of like a Stranger Things, though.
No, yes, I would say
as far as the dialogue and stuff goes.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing to compare about those two, though, right? Stranger Things is a much more drama mystery sci-fi. Mm-hmm. This is a mystery sci-fi, but I feel it's more on the comedy side than...
No, it's definitely geared towards a younger audience.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are saying right now with articles, is that Star Wars is back to child-friendly. Yeah. And they said that, and then I remember... the fight scene with Smee.
Yeah. Burning a man's face with his shield.
Dude, I was
5 minutes ago, we just saw a man get immolated in a kitchen.
Oh, my. I was going wild. When that started, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I do hope Smee comes back.
I'm sure he's got to.
He better be a good guy still.
Another reason why I really like Smee is, do you know who he's voiced by?
Probably Alan Tudyk.
No, that would be even cooler. Nick Frost, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, dude, and Paul, and all those other ones. But dude, Nick Frost, man, I wonder if Simon Pegg will show up. You know who else is now canonically in the Star Wars franchise?
Who?
Urkel. That's that guy with the thing that sees them and spots them and tells Brutus. Yeah.
The other autistic character. That's what happens if you're autistic in Star Wars. You get a cyber headgear so that you can function. All right, we better wrap this.
Yeah, we gotta definitely wrap it up now. But this was fun. It's always good. Joey, you don't hate Skeleton Crew.
It's fine.
You don't hate Skeleton Crew. This is awesome.
There was that. I didn't get into some of my real nitpicks, but
we'll talk about it a little afterwards. But if they were really bad, you would have said them because that's you. But you liked it. I'm happy.
They're really still trying to push the we need people to go outside ships thing, and we don't do that in Star Wars. You could have just sent over the little buzzsaw droids to kill the guns, or shot the guns with your own guns.
Wait, where? What are you talking
in
about?
the initial boarding action.
Oh, I thought that was really cool though too, especially like because first you have because you're literally talking about the dudes who go
Yeah.
out, destroy it, and come back.
Yeah. Not necessary.
I wonder if it's because the ship they were on was so big. Because you see it when we go to the pirate
Yeah,
thing. It's a
yeah.
big motherfucker.
We
So
got
I
it.
wonder if there wasn't turrets at this portion. They're only down here, and it like couldn't, or maybe they were worried about hitting the tunnels.
Guys, there's a droid.
Sorry,
there's a droid for that.
We gotta get out
There's a droid for that.
to go.
Whenever there's a question about something outside of a ship in Star Wars, there's a droid for that.
You know what's more piratey? Pirates boarding through space.
You know what's more piratey? Pirates launching buzzsaw droids at your ship.
Oh, all right. Let's get out of here, guys. This is always. Oh, actually, we did go a little over. I'm sorry, man. We didn't get to the other topic, but you can't tell me it was riveting to see Joey like a show. Okay. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. Joey, get us out of here. And then get us out of here, and then I'll get us out of here.
Guys, this has been the Older and Dumber podcast. If you enjoy the content, you can find the podcast released every Thursday, Friday. Every Friday around 1:00 on YouTube and all platforms. If we fixed it, last I knew,
Still trying to fix
it. Was
the
not.
Spotify. I think I have it, but we'll figure it out.
You can find us Wednesday nights on Twitch doing our DnD live play.
Which was a huge segment of this.
And is fantastic, and you should join us. It's probably the best content we make.
I don't want to say you're wrong, but it's...
If these
pretty
podcasts are too
Pretty
long,
good.
don't worry. There's O&D Light. You can catch those every Thursday.
Correct.
Oh, I got that one right.
You did.
About 1:00 on YouTube only for those.
Yeah.
Follow us on all our socials. Older, the letter N Dumber. That's OlderNDumber.
Mhm.
On pretty much everything. Discord's the happening place if you want to pop over there and interact with us. That's
Give
the
us
best
the
place to
gift
do
that
it.
keeps on giving.
There's a link in the description below. Click that, and that will get you there. And
It should also be
you
up
can
here
join.
somewhere above the bar.
Sure, it's probably up there too. Who knows?
It's kind of everywhere.
Who knows
honestly.
how YouTube uses it? There's
I have
probably panels coming
icons.
up
I've
telling
got
you to click
links.
to other
They're
videos.
kind of.
But don't do that yet, because the final thing I need you to do is go to Patreon. You can back us there for as low as $5 a month.
Mhm.
Helps us make the podcast better. Visit conventions near you, improve our live play. All that money goes back into everything we make. It's lower than a cup of coffee from your favorite coffee place every month, and it does wonders for us.
Mhm. And of course, we end this off with a huge, big thank you to our sponsor, Checkpoint Lounge, where you can play all types of video games, VR, PC, hang out, chill with your best friends. It's the gaming lounge where
Friends can be found.
Yeah.
Oh.
So please go visit Checkpoint Lounge in the Arnett Mall in Horseheads, New York. But thank you all again for joining us for this episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about two dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
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 Fuck Carter.